is the Out of the Blue podcast. Listen anywhere you get your podcast.
That looks really good.
No, he's good. That don't miss, man.
The best things in life happen out the blue.
This right here, nigga. This right here, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Yeah. What it do, man? It's the Mastermind, Chris Blue.
And your girl's Bria.
And you're tuned into the Out the Blue podcast, the podcast where the conversation literally appears out the blue. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening?
We're back.
It's been about 3 weeks since the last time, y'all. So, 3 weeks since the last time people have saw us, man. But there's a lot of stuff going on. We didn't just leave y'all hanging. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Because I think that the last time
we made an episode was was before we were going to the Bahamas.
Right, I remember that. So let's start there. First, foremost, how was the Bahamas?
It sucked.
Yeah, it was
of course, it was an amazing trip. And by the way, if you hear me doing this, I am under the weather.
Yeah.
Because, I'm just sick. But it was an amazing trip. I don't like thinking about it because I want to go back every time I think about it.
Yeah.
Got over my fear of flying. I love flying now.
So, yeah, that was great.
That was the main thing. I was like, I'm nervous about that.
The flight there was better. The flight back was ass. But the flight
It is what it is, though. It was ass. It was ass, but not as bad as it could have been for me.
Yeah. So, how was the first time on the plane? Like
going to and just
the whole experience, like checking the bag.
Okay, so going through TSA the first time, checking the bag, our was over the weight limit.
Yeah.
Going through TSA, they said it wasn't me. They was like, it's saying it's not you, and I'm like,
yeah, what you're talking about is when they got to check your
face,
and look at your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it wasn't her.
God, I'm gonna end up getting stuck here.
Now, for a split second, I thought. Maybe it's because I seen too many movies, but for a split second, I thought, "Is this nigga been lying to me this whole time? Is she not who she says she is?"
Oh God, here you go with that.
For a split second, I thought, like,
really, bang? That's what you thought. No, you didn't think, "Oh, we can't fly because this is not her." Or they saying it's not her. You thought, "Is this really her?"
Yeah, I for real did because I was like, for a few seconds. Now, then really quickly, I was like, "There's no way," because I done met your family and everybody. That mean everybody in on it.
It's been that would have been actually crazy.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like, why is this not working?
That's a good movie, low key.
It would be a good movie.
But she was like looking at me and my ID and looking at me. Mind you, my ID is from like 6 years ago, and she's like, "Okay, well, I know it's you, so you're good." And also, happy birthday. So got through that. It didn't take as long as people say it does.
You know,
but I guess it just depends on the day. Excuse me.
And we flew out of RDU. RDU is better than most places.
And then I ain't gonna lie, I was very, very terrified.
Yeah.
Very terrified. I mean, nothing could have calmed me down. Nothing.
Yeah.
At that point. Like, even standing up and having to scan our boarding passes, going through the tunnel, having to stand and wait.
We ate some food.
We had snacks. Oh, we ate nachos. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't have ate those nachos.
Now, here's the shit, right, that I wanted Bria to get. In the airport, is just expensive for no reason. Just because you're in the airport.
I understand that.
And like, for example, with those nachos, it came with guacamole, but you had to pay for a protein. So
it didn't come with guacamole. Guacamole was one of the proteins, which was
but you didn't have to pay for that. It was just
you had to get a protein, and you had to pay for the protein that was extra.
The rest.
You couldn't just say I don't want no protein.
Right.
You had to get it. What you had to pay for, which was weird. But anyway. Yes, I was chewing like 2-3 pieces of gum while walking on the plane. I'm like, it's my birthday. It's also my first time flying. And
of course, she had to tell. I had to tell them that.
Yeah, and the lady that we sat by, she was very nice. She was like, "Oh, I'm from Miami. I don't fly all the time. It's nothing." And
shout out to her because she could have been like, "Get the out of my face." So shout out to her. She did a good job. And mitigating. Before the flight takes off. Bria looks at the lady and goes,
"Excuse me,"
and she
gives
it back too. She like,
yeah, and it wasn't bad. Like next time, and even on the way back, I was able to sit by the window.
Yeah.
So That was fine. Okay, get to Miami. The airport was huge as hell.
Yeah.
It was like a mall, but bigger.
Yeah, it had if anybody
the
never
Uber
been there.
drivers in Miami are crazy. They don't
For
care.
sure.
Like, they drive so crazy.
Yeah.
Had a great time, great night in Miami.
Yeah, that's the one thing we gotta talk about. The first night in Miami was underrated, I believe. Because
I don't think it was.
It in regards to the whole trip, I think it was because.
Oh, okay.
Like, we got there at a good time. Got checked into the hotel. Hotel was great. Shout out to the Sonder. If you guys ever wanted to like stay in Miami, a couple nights, the Sonder by the Deco is a fire hotel. You gotta do biometric scanning to get booked for this hotel. Like, they gotta make sure it's you. It's like one of the safest hotels, and it's right across the street from the police station.
Yeah. And of course, I love Harold's.
It's the middle of everything. Of course, we had to stop by
and
Harold's.
It was so good. I love their chicken. I just love everything at Harold's.
And do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about that? Because I don't. Well, I feel like we'd be all right now. How we avoided paying for the drink package for later in the story, because this is when we started to feel.
Nah, that's too hot.
I
feel like that's too hot because
people do that.
I get it, but I don't know.
Okay. Put it this way: we saved a lot of money. I don't think it would matter.
It doesn't matter. Hell, it's our podcast.
Yeah, I don't think it would matter. And
flag us next time when they walk their airport and everything, in the cruise line is watching us.
Exactly. Now, if we get
if
big
it goes viral,
then hopefully we got enough money to pay for this. Whatever, man. So
we'll get there.
Yeah. So basically, that first night was just a night just to chill in Miami, and then the next night.
And again, thank you, babe.
Oh, no problem. I've been waiting on to do this trip for a long time, and I needed it just as bad as you needed it. So, next night we wake up. And get ready and go board.
Went to the store to grab some sodas
and stuff, and then we went to go board the Carnival Concourse.
Let's say you forgot.
No, because I hadn't been on 3 different Carnival, but the first one I've been on was called a Carnival Ecstasy.
What was the second one?
And then there's the one by my mom. I forgot what that.
But I say you've been on 3 different ones, but don't know which one.
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the last one. I think it was Carnival Empire, the last one, and then this was the Carnival Conquest.
Okay.
Yeah. So
excuse us.
Board the boat. Get to the room. That's the moment where my anxiety started to chill, for the most part. Of course, I was still a little anxious because I wanted everything to go right. But once we got on the boat, that's when I started to chill out. Well, what was your experience being on the boat? I think you fared being on a boat better, and you did say you would.
Yeah, I wasn't scared of that at all. I will say, and I was telling my mom this yesterday, the cabin was small. And I'm very claustrophobic, but it's not an uncomfortable small, if that makes sense. Like, when I looked at the doorway, I was like, how the f*** we're going to fit through this doorway? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I fit. And we walked in, the room was decorated.
Yeah. Shout out to Carnival for doing that.
And shout out to you.
To my mom.
And his mom.
Oh, she definitely had something in that, yeah.
It was just so nice. Like,
now you can get bigger rooms.
I understand that, but I thought it was gonna be like uncomfortably small, like.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that when I was asleep, because we were on the first floor, which is closest to the ocean, and I thought that it was gonna be a lot of swaying, and I was gonna be drunk, so I thought it was gonna be like I'm throwing up, but it was very comfortable. I didn't get no motion sickness until, excuse me, we were at the dinner on the third night, and we were going really, really fast.
Yeah,
and I felt myself doing like.
Well, let's talk about the dinner. How was the dinner? 10
out of 10. The first night we had 12-hour braised short rib.
Yeah, that slapped. That slapped, man.
I was hoping.
That shit was good.
I was really, really hoping they were going to have that at least again that one more time.
Yeah, that shit was so good.
It was so
good. This was moaning when she was eating it.
You was too.
I did not make it no damn door. You said, Oh yeah, that be buzzing. That be buzzing.
I ain't gonna lie, that so good.
And there's always so much food on the cruise.
It was so much food that when I got home, I said I just can't eat for 2 days.
Yeah,
I really can't because I throw up. But I had the molten lava cake,
chocolate lava cake.
Yep, delicious. I had it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The breakfast was great.
Had the baked Alaska. The baked Alaska was pretty good.
It was good, but the cake I like a lot. You know, I love chocolate.
Yeah. The Carnival chocolate cake. That's something that everyone goes and just gets.
Went to a bomb comedy show. Shout out to
Alan Cunningham and Hennessy Williams.
Yes.
They killed. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been to some comedy shows on the Carnival. The first comedy show I went to on the Carnival Cruise, it was all right.
Were they white or black?
They were white. They were both white, and nothing against white comics. It's just that they just wasn't doing it. They wasn't resonating. These comics, you could tell they
funny.
Yeah, they was hilarious. Both of them. I would say that was hilarious both nights, but we'll get to that. Because I don't remember the last night. What else?
I remember a split second of that.
What else we do?
I can't tell you the jokes he made. I really can't.
I want to so bad, but they'll get us canceled, and I don't like regurgitating.
No, I'm saying on the second night, I really just can't tell you. I don't remember it.
Oh yeah. That's because
that's because
we was drunk. We was out of it.
Yeah.
We was out of it. We had way too much to drink. We was mixing.
It was
vodka.
too much time on our hands.
Yeah, too much time.
Which I love. I just love not doing nothing.
Yeah, that and like you completely disconnected from the outside world if you don't pay for Wi-Fi, so you really can chill. You don't have to clean anything. Everything is a vibe. A cruise is next level, man. It's next level.
Mm-hmm.
So we on the cruise for a little while, and then we actually for a day. Then we have a day at sea, and then Bahamas.
Yep.
So once we get to the Bahamas, what was that experience like?
For one, I was scared that we were going to get left behind. I seen so many people getting left at the port.
Yeah.
But we docked at like
8 a.m.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 8 a.m. So from 8 a.m. to like 4:30, you had that whole entire time to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
We went on another boat to go to a private island that was like 40 minutes away. We saw these amazing, beautiful houses.
Yeah, fire.
Like houses owned by DJ
Jay-Z,
Khaled,
Beyonce.
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
What's his name?
Amongst other
Chuck
people.
Norris.
Old house owned by Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
So that was cool to sightsee. And then we get to the island called, don't tell me, Pearl Island?
Yeah.
Pearl Island. And it was a beautiful private island. We were served lunch. That was good.
Lunch slapped.
It was good.
Lunch was really good.
It was very hot, though. Very hot. Like, but the water was so blue and so clear. Loved it.
They had one of those.
The vibes were great.
Those floaties that you can lay out on. Long floaties.
Excuse me.
You can lay out on.
Yes. But.
Free drink. We did get a free
drink. Oh, that rum punch?
Yeah, that rum punch was good.
I don't know what's in it. I can only guess rum and punch. But it was
I ain't
really
gonna lie.
good.
Of alcoholic beverages, probably was the best alcoholic beverage we had because we went straight.
Oh, we were just
college,
straight up.
Like straight college student. We was drinking vodka and tequila, one tequila mix.
Yeah.
Straight.
No,
yeah. So we
Yeah.
went crazy, and we put it in this ornament thing, and the ornament was about that big. And by the time we finished it, it was
gone.
Yeah, it was all basically all.
And that was day 3. And mind you, we were filling it every day. So
Yeah.
just kind
and we was also under under a bunch of other influences too, but it still was a good time. Got a free
But
massage.
that's off the record.
Off the record. Free massage.
Yeah, free massage. Cellaway party was amazing. It was fun.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm going to admit that because I think we talked about it on here.
What?
No, we might not have. Well, I said that I didn't believe that Carnival was going to be in the know enough to do boots on the ground.
Oh yeah, he was trying to say they weren't going to do boots on the ground.
I didn't think they was going to do it because
everybody had their fans out.
You gotta understand because my first Carnival tour it was kind of bland, but it didn't matter because it was still a vibe.
Okay.
And then the second one,
so they was playing Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, exactly. And then the 7-day cruise we went on, I ain't even see none of that. I was tired. I went to the room and was just out. And it was raining like the majority of the time. I was just gone. I was eating food, going to sleep, chilling.
Ooh, Guy's Burgers, 10 out of 10. Had about 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, for sure. Ice cream, they got hella. The ice cream is always a vibe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Yeah, but all in all, it was an amazing trip, and I am definitely fulfilled knowing that I got it done. It happened the way I wanted it to happen. Want nothing bad to prepare for.
You had all the documents we needed.
Had all the we needed.
Good job, babe.
Want nothing like hindering us. We was good money. So
Excuse me.
And it's a layered gift. So, yeah, it was dope.
My little brother asked me yesterday, he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Is Chris rich?" Like he said, "Is he seriously rich?"
Let me tell him right now. If you watching this, sir, no, he is not.
Yes, he is rich. He wants y'all to think he's not, but he really is rich.
Chris is not. Let's not even. No, he is not. He is not rich at all.
He really said that, and I was like, "No." I was like, "No." I said he just saves his money. He was like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "So how was he able to do all that stuff?" I said, "Well, I wouldn't know, but I just said he saves his money."
Chris is known to finesse. If there's a will, there's a way, and I trust my finessing abilities up there with the best of them. That is how this happened.
But all in all, the trip was amazing.
It was dope, and I can't wait to go on another trip. I can't wait to go on another cruise. I definitely want to try some other cruise lines. Nothing against Carnival, but I started to realize that a lot of my experience comes from my mom, because my mom was the first one to go on the cruise, first one to go on the plane, all of that. She the one that told us, like,
it's not so bad. It's fun.
What I mean? Exactly. And they didn't went on plenty of cruises. They went on plenty of cruises without us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
at least twice a year, I feel like.
Yeah, they go on a bunch of cruises, especially for like Ma's. Well, no. Yeah, around Ma's birthday. And then they got then they usually go to Vegas. So like they do all this. So but they only did it with Carnival. And I think she said the critique my mom had is that Royal Caribbean was more ghetto.
Oh.
But I feel like not to throw shots, but I feel like, put it this way, we was around a lot of black people on this last cruise. It was a ton.
It really was a lot of black people though.
And night and day difference from when I did a 7-day cruise to when I did a 3-day cruise. So I feel like it's something to do with that. Plus,
yeah, somebody was telling me the other day, they were like, "Could you really go on a 7-day cruise?" And I'm like,
by the time it hits day 3, if you ain't completely,
I make it do 4 or 5, but like 6, 7 days.
7 days would not be bad if it was me and you together, but it was kind of off.
My baby was missing
we
me
weren't
so
together.
Much. He was missing me.
Yeah, and I was stone cold sober except for what the little did. So if
you would have no Wi-Fi.
I don't care about the Wi-Fi. If you were there and I had some drinks and I had like money to play around with and stuff like that, it would have been better. I feel like us going on a 7-day cruise would be a vibe, because then you really can relax. You really.
I didn't know that they made you pay for the gratuity beforehand.
Yeah, that's the shit. Now apparently everyone knew that but me. But yeah, you had to pay for the gratuity before you ever even.
So that means you don't have to tip the waiters and stuff?
No, that's why. Because they're going to you pay it now before you get on the boat, or you gonna pay it after you.
So what if you? So how do they know if you paid it or not?
You have to.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the fee.
Okay, right. I did see that.
And they take this out of your deposit. So yeah.
So you get the deposit back?
Hell no, that deposit gone.
No, but I'm saying if you don't spend it.
Yeah, you'll get your. But we had already spent it via Wi-Fi packages and like that. So yeah, I knew I wasn't getting that back. So that it is what it is.
So basically, it's just like money to play around with.
Yeah, and then like if you go on a 7-day cruise, they give you cruise credit. It's like $200 worth of cruise credit you can use. Yeah, and you can gamble the cruise credit. So it's a lot.
Yeah, we didn't gamble though. We didn't go to the club because by the time we went to the club, this one was fucked up.
Yeah, it was gone.
I was too, but this man.
I was really drinking. What happened was,
man, you was drinking.
We was at the damn.
You don't even know where it was at.
It was at the marriage game, and we sit down at the marriage.
I wanted to go to play. I didn't know they would only do marriage couples. I was gonna lie and say we were married.
Yeah, we was gonna get found out, but because everybody they selling the rings and shit. She gets a lead. I got the ring. I got the concoction in my hand. Right. Anyway, I got the concoction in my hand. So I
peed like 5 times. That's how I know I was.
Yeah, that's how I knew you was out of there.
I peed like back to back.
As a matter of fact, you go look at the post I did about it. One picture, I'm just completely faced looking at the camera. That's when that happened.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good trip, man. I can't wait to go on another one. And shout out to everybody that had a hand in this.
And shout out to you. Give yourself more credit. Well, he already does that. You already said nobody was going to top this one.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I ain't going to lie, your brother asking, was I rich, is definitely one of those things where I was going for that. I was going for that. Anyway, man, so we got some other topics to talk about. So since we've been gone, there's been a lot of there's been a lot of Yep, it's been a lot of that
sorry y'all, if I keep coughing, I swear I'm sick. But the show must go on. What's that? What's the last bit? Okay, one thing about me, y'all, it's so weird. But I can never drink the last little bit of drink. I don't care if it's water,
even
juice.
if it's her drink.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's a whole bunch of backwash in there.
Her backwash.
If I'm really thirsty, though, I can. But 9 times out of 10, I'll just give it to him because I just can't drink it. And I don't want that. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. I just can't finish the last wig. Like, no, I don't want the last wig.
Yeah, anyways, since we've been gone, there's been a lot of updates in regards to our main man, Diddy, man.
In which we seen 2 years ago in Miami.
Yeah, I feel like ever since we seen Diddy in Miami that one time, it has been downhill.
It just went downhill from that. Literally after that, he was getting arrested and stuff for these freak-off parties, which I thought was like, okay.
It's not even freak-off parties that he's getting arrested for. It's just
amongst
trafficking and racketeering and a bunch of So, yeah. How do you feel about this? Did you know about Diddy's case or what? In general, because it's a lot of...
He started dating Cassie or Casey? Cassie. I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But, so I really don't know much. What I'm finding out now is what I really just now am finding out. I didn't really think nothing of it.
Yeah.
But you think you know a person.
You think you know a person.
You think you know a person because apparently he's a controlling, arrogant, narcissistic person.
Freak. He's
freak.
He's the
freakiest
of freaks.
Somebody said this could have been a lie though, but they was like when he made Keisha Cole sing last night, and he was like, "Get into that shit, like sing it." It was because it's about Cassie. I guess he wanted to be perfect because it was about her. I don't know how true that is, but I was like, huh.
It could be.
Because he really was getting a Keisha Cole ass like, push that out.
You see, now you trying to make it seem. Whoop that trick.
That's what it made it. Did you see the video? I showed you that video in the studio when he was like, again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he literally mimicked how he wanted her to sing it.
Did you hear the shit about his nipples?
What about it?
They said that he would get escorts to ejaculate on Cassie, and they had someone rub the ejaculate on his nipples.
That's gay. And I also heard that he liked to lick it.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Ooh, that nigga's a freak. I thought you was a freak.
Freaking no. I'm not even in the conversation. I'm not even in the conversation.
You're not even in the league.
I'm not even, no.
That nigga's
I'm vanilla as hell.
And she was saying that they would use 4 bottles of baby oil per night.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. Per freak off, because there was more than one freak off a night.
Like bumps. She says, bumps in her mouth and shit. And had like multiple UTIs. And
because they was going on for 4 days straight.
Yeah. Not to mention just straight up abuse. Here's some facts from the case.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have said, this is the thing. I'm a visual learner, and I like to see receipts. That video of him beating her up in 2016 told everything.
Yeah, I mean...
This was after a freak-off, by the way.
And, and we still have a lot of people who be like, but she went back, but she did this, that, and the third. And I just like, man, I'm so happy that people can speak from that point of view without having the experience. Like, I'm so happy that people really believe it's just that cut and dry. Because once you know someone that has went through this kind of shit, you'll see, like, it's not as easy as you think it is. Stockholm Syndrome is a real thing.
It's a real thing. And that was her first boyfriend, everything. So
and it's Diddy, who was a fucking billionaire. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like...
How do you think his kids feel about it?
I think they know their dad. Especially as they're older. I feel like there's no way you can hide some of this shit. Like, some of this you had to have known, you know what I mean? But they're still their dad, you know? Just some stuff to talk about. When we first started looking this up, this is right when Kid Cudi started to testify. And basically, he testified that Diddy broke into his home after discovering that Cassie and Cudi had a relationship. And then basically, Diddy, well, it's not on this, but he heard his dog. He heard Cudi's dog and then threw a Molotov cocktail inside of Cudi's then Porsche. So, yeah.
I didn't know what the Molotov cocktail was, so you explained it.
Yeah, and for the people that don't know, a Molotov cocktail is an old school type of explosive. Basically, what I believe that they put some type of flammable liquid in a bottle, and then they put on top of it a like a rag, like a washcloth or something, and then they douse that in whatever liquid they use, usually gas, set the shit on fire and throw it. So when the glass breaks, the fire spreads because of the of the flammable inside.
Crazy.
Yeah. So just a little bit more. George Kaplan, Diddy's former assistant, said that he was tasked with procuring drugs, managing hotel rooms under aliases, cleaning up after all of the freak-offs, and also taking threats and extreme workouts and all in all. Yeah, so it's getting crazy. Here's the big question, though. You think he's going to get off?
No.
You think he's cooked?
Yes.
Why?
It's too much against him. It's just way too much. But I've seen things happen.
Yeah.
But
I hope that if this is...
Think about it. If he was to get off, that means there is no justice served to Cassie.
None. Not just Cassie.
And she's sitting... Yeah, not just her, but there's no justice served.
At all.
At all.
But I've seen powerful people get away with shit for an extremely long time.
O.J. Simpson?
Well, I don't know about O.J. because O.J. is a little different. Yeah, he's a little different. I don't really want to say somebody's name because this person I would say just got off and everyone is like, oh my God, he should be free. But if you look into it, whatever.
Anyway, no, I don't think he's getting off. It's just too much against him.
This is the first 2 weeks of the trial.
If R. Kelly's in jail, he's going to be in jail. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I do
Literally,
see
that's
that
how
too.
I see it.
But then we said the same about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby free.
That was before my time, way before.
No, that happened. Bill Cosby got out a few years ago, man.
But what was it?
Same shit. He was putting pills in people's drinks and.
Okay, I did hear about that, but I think when I heard about that, I was just young and turned. I really didn't care. I'm sorry, y'all know this. I don't really be in the business, so. But okay. But okay, yeah, I mean,
I hope that if he did all this that they're saying, I hope that he does get, brought to justice and stuff like that. But I don't know, man.
Justice has to be served.
I think I
think that the judge literally understands that justice has to be served.
Yeah, especially in this situation, you can't let that shit go. And like at this point, we're talking about all of this 2 weeks into trial. It's about to be a 8-week trial. I think by the time that all the evidence get out, Diddy's gonna be like, man, let me get a plea.
And there's still more.
Yeah, they not even cracked the surface into all of it yet. We're still 6 weeks away from the end of this.
Imagine how her husband feels sitting there listening.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? I've seen a lot of people talk about that. And basically they kind of try to use. I've seen a lot of man on spirit try to take that and like use it as a way to say Cassie should be ashamed of herself. But who you think was helping her work through that? You know what I mean? And again, I think that we as people will be better suited if we just understand that there's nuance when it comes to people. There's no just cut and dry shit. We as humans are complicated human beings. And the psyche of a person that's been battered that long, ain't no telling what she would do. So it's a very sad situation, and I really feel like a lot of people are being insensitive to it. And I ain't gonna lie. People are insensitive, and that is a great segue into the next topic that I feel like we should talk on.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, we're gonna go there.
I'm over this, but okay.
We're gonna go there. We're going there. All right. So, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Now, if you have been alive and seen and been a part of pop culture within the last few years, then you know what this conversation is about. This is talking about that night in which Tory allegedly, well, not even allegedly, he was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion, and basically the aftermath of that. Since then, and with this year, after Tory got stabbed 14 times,
Yes, he was stabbed in the head.
Yeah, he got stabbed 14 times by this guy who alleged that Tory was coming after him. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully Tory is recovering as safe as he can in prison. But after that, his attorneys came forward and said they have a bunch of evidence saying that Kelsey, Megan's former best friend, is the one that shot Megan instead of Tory.
Okay, what evidence do they have?
They didn't really put out anything, honestly, that I've seen. And I've been looking. There's been people saying within 36 hours they're going to drop things like Ring camera footage and shit. None of it's came out. I honestly believe it was just a way to basically another way to convict Megan in the court of public opinion, because this is always going to be some shit that's going to be attached to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, as a black woman, seeing all this shit happen when it comes to Megan, when it comes to Cassie, and when it comes to all the other shit, how does this hit for you? Like, what does it make? How does it make you feel?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
I feel the same in the sense where, I mean, this happens all the time to black women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not surprising. I wish it didn't happen, but a lot of things as a black woman, you just can't avoid.
Right.
And it's like this, like, let's say, for instance, Megan Thee Stallion was shot by Tory Lanez. Even if there was concrete evidence to say Tory Lanez literally pulled the trigger and shot, there's going to be people saying, no, he didn't.
Right.
I mean, you just never can win as a black woman. So, yeah. I mean, this is heartening, but it's what we go through every day.
Yeah, it was just, I honestly think that is a lot. As a black guy, I really feel like we're in the age who loves black women out loud with my whole chest. And it's just kind of sad because I'm seeing people really ride for Tory. And all
I'm just like, it's confusing not to cut you off, but it's like riding for Tory, but do you even have concrete evidence that he did not shoot?
No. Usually Megan? It's just like they're trying to piece together. They're trying to
y'all
piece
niggas
together.
Is not attorneys and y'all is not lawyers or detectives.
And here's the shit that's crazy, right? It would be different if this was on trial now. This trial is over. He's already been convicted.
He probably wants a retrial.
And if you want a retrial, what
is he serving, like 9 years?
10 years. It's 10-year prison sentence. But and my thing is, all of this coming out, but none of it came out during trial. And I've seen people say, Tory didn't want to snitch. So it's like, okay, you wanted to end your...
How do y'all know what he wanted and what he did want? That's why I'm just like, I'm kind of over it because it's like...
There's a lot of inferring. And there's a lot of inferring from a lot of dudes. And it just all is coming off like, I just don't want to believe that this man shot this girl because with this dude. I don't really like her like that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And she's a hoe and she did and that.
Yeah, she's a hoe. She's a liar. She's all this. You know what I mean? But we did as American, until we have otherwise, as American citizens, this has been done, gone through the court of law. It has done everything that has happened. The legal system has been done, and it found he being guilty.
Right.
If they withhold, if Tory, and again, Tory didn't even testify for himself. So this is a lot of things where and this is my issue when it comes to this shit in and of itself. I don't give a damn if you a Tory stan or if you just feel like Tory didn't shoot Meg or you feel like he shot or whatever. Nothing has been won in the court of public opinion. And I feel like that is what Tory Lanez's objective is. Fuck the legal system. What it says and the evidence of what you actually have. If I can get people to ride for me in the court of public opinion, none of this matters. And now you actually have people signing petitions and things like that to get this case retried, all because it's all a public thing, right?
Right.
And I just try to think, like, if Megan Thee Stallion was my daughter, right? How would I feel? I would probably want to go to jail. I would probably be ready to crash out. But in the age we're in now, with stan culture and things like that, there's no one person to shoot at. It's people who never had a close relationship with these people.
Don't even know these people.
Don't know these people, but riding for these people harder than they were riding for family members.
That's what I just don't understand.
It's very weird. It's very weird. And just, I blame a lot of different things, but that's another conversation. But all in all, man, praying for Meg Thee Stallion, man. It's I couldn't imagine how she feels. I couldn't imagine. That is sad.
Yeah, true.
Man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. And also I feel like two things can be true at the same time. Praying for Tory Lanez. You should not die in prison.
Right.
But you know what I mean? You also have to take the lick for what you did and what you've been convicted of. You know what I mean? I just feel like I wish a lot of this would just go away.
Right.
Me
really, too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are we back on this?
It's because of the press conference they held after Tory got stabbed, saying that they had all this evidence. And then what they do is they say this one thing, and then they just send it off to their internet army. And the craziest thing about it, and again another topic, is that the internet army don't even realize they're an internet army, that they're sent to spew this misinformation. But it's because they say something like this, and then they put it out, and then they let the sleuths of the internet take it and look everywhere else for it.
Right.
So yeah, it's sad, man. Yeah, it's sad. All right.
No.
Yeah. Do we want to touch this? Oh, these are the different lies. Different lies that we have, receipts. Yeah. But I feel like we probably just did a good job of talking about that. Yeah, so the first thing that they said is that they was saying that Megan never even got shot when this first.
Oh, she stepped on glass.
They said she stepped on glass, and then that didn't work. And then the second thing they said was they blamed Kelsey for the shooting. And then now the third thing was that LAPD lost the actual gun and the bullet fragments. But what we actually know is that Megan did have surgery to remove bullet fragments, not glass, and Cedars-Sinai records confirm that. The DNA on the gun was male, not female, disproving that Kelsey shot her. And the LAPD confirmed they never lost the weapons or the fragments. All evidence still remains in custody. So, yeah. Like I said, it's Tory's just appealing to the court of public opinion because he can't really get out of that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, prayers to everybody involved. All right, let's get to the wheel, man.
Okay, so I'm excited for this wheel because this wheel is a wheel that I created.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with this. So if anything,
I created it because I just wanted to, and I wanted to take over and take a little bit of charge.
Yeah.
And answer some questions that I think is funny and some dares as well.
All right. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Are you ready, babe?
Yep, I guess so.
Okay. Spin.
Let's get it. Kiss your partner somewhere.
Read it out loud.
Kiss your partner somewhere new and unexpected. Who has to do that?
You.
It's me. How?
Okay, RPSS. RPSS is my term for rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Only one time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Where you want to kiss me?
That I've never. Your butt.
All right, let's keep spinning.
Okay. I don't know. That I've never. I kissed your feet already.
You never kiss my feet. When you kiss my feet?
Once.
When?
I can't. Nigga, I don't know the exact date.
Nigga, when? I don't know.
Okay, let me kiss your hand. Okay.
Feel like you did this before anyway.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Ha ha ha.
Shout out.
Ooh. What's the sexiest thing I've ever done? Ooh, spicy.
I think we both answered this, right?
Yeah, you go first.
I would say when you wore lingerie the first time.
Okay.
What?
I didn't know it was going like that.
What I say? Ain't that the point? Like,
I guess. Okay.
What? Like, did I say something?
It's so funny how you. Okay,
You didn't think I had to answer?
No, well, yeah, that was quick. Okay, clock it, but
You didn't think I had to answer?
I didn't think we were gonna make it this far. So the fact that I did all that. Okay, anyway, I would say,
Man, chill out. I feel like I know what you're finna say. Go ahead.
Why I gotta chill out? You wasn't chill about it.
Man, go ahead.
When you blindfolded me.
What?
Don't say what.
I didn't hear what you said.
When you blindfolded me.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought you was going to say. All right. Moving on.
You gave me a massage.
Yep, moving on. We did that.
Okay. What's the most ridiculous argument we've ever had? Mind you, we don't really argue for real. It's funny because we really don't. I just like to shout at him, maybe that. The most ridiculous argument we've ever had, babe?
Man, I don't know.
Oh, this morning I feel like when he's like, don't piss me off. It's Memorial Day. Just don't piss me off. I'm like,
no, because this nigga's dramatic. I said something and she's like, I guess I just take care of myself. I'm like, nigga, what?
What had happened was, as you know, I'm sick. He told me to get some medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay.
I get up, go somewhere else, come back, lay back down, and she like, can you give me some Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah. Now, what's the purpose of you saying you're going to take care of somebody when they sick, playing Dr. Doolittle and shit, when you don't want to take care of me? And when I ask you to do something, you
because in the moment when I was up already doing some shit, the Alka-Seltzer was
you was using the bathroom, babe.
When I was
you
up
used the
already, Alka-Seltzer won't need it. And I was gone for a minute. Came back down. Okay, cool. Now that I have relaxed and my body is now horizontal on this bed, is now when you want to come with the, can I get some Alka-Seltzer? Now, of course, now it's like, I'm good. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to get it a little bit. I guess I take care of myself.
You didn't even say that. You just like,
yeah, because nigga, you saw me, you just saw me walk back in, lay back down.
The only reason why I actually give me that, because you make it the best. You make it the best way. I could have done it myself.
You see, I make the Alka-Seltzer the best way. It's water and 2 effervescent tablets. And she knows this. That's the thing. She knows it in the way that it is structured.
But I'm sick.
Right. And the thing is, I let shit slide because she's sick. Been letting shit slide all weekend because niggas is sick. So, and I'm doing my job as a man to take care of my girlfriend. But the one time I didn't hop up at the moment, I'm going to take care of myself.
Yep.
This nigga.
And also, last night, he said I was being dramatic. Why was I being dramatic?
Because you're a Bria. You're always dramatic.
Tell myself, just go to sleep, babe. Go to sleep.
Man. No,
See?
Next.
What outfit of mine turns you on the most?
Birthday suit. Next.
You in the suit.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm in the suit.
Yep. Yeah, you roll.
What is the weirdest pet name
burning, babe.
you ever wanted to call me? Go ahead.
Oh, let me pull out my notes because I have so many that I call you anyway. Well, when I first met him, it was Chrissy Poo.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like that one.
Chrissy Poo.
I definitely didn't like that
Chrissy
one.
Poo.
Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club. That's the reason I don't like that one.
Yeah, why you don't like that? Because that came from the heart.
It was a kid at the Boys and Girls Club that actually Quincy works with now.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
That his name was Chris Thomas, and they would call him Chrissy Poo.
Okay.
Yeah.
He never told me that. Okay. Bookie Bat.
Definitely don't like that one at all.
He's my Bookie Bat.
Yeah.
Bay, of course. Bay. And I say, hey, Bay. Those are my 4 good ones. But I also have some more. Christopher.
What your mom call me?
What she call you?
What did I'm asking?
Oh, Christopher. Literally, Christopher. My uncle calls him crisscross. I almost choked right then and there. But anyway.
All right.
What about me, babe?
Correct.
That's not a pet name. That's my middle name.
You know what I call you? So I think this is a good time to segue, ladies. Where you going? Where you going? No, wait, we still recording.
You gonna play that damn song?
What you mean? I'm not gonna play this song, man. What you mean? So I call you my baby, and because of that was
why
the reason as to why I decided to create me a little jammy jam, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know wherever you see this at. Let me know if I should release the full version of this song. I'm not gonna play the whole song. But let me know if y'all think I should. I made this because since we was talking about the argument shit, the Bria says that I don't be making her no songs, no music. So I'm like, all right, I made this one personally for you.
I actually really do love it because it's about me.
Right. So I'm gonna play a little snippet.
It's so him.
I'm gonna play.
It's
I'm gonna
so
play
him.
a little snippet of the jam right quick, and y'all just let me know if this shit, you know what I'm saying, if we should put this on DSPs with it.
We need to get back to the music that used to make us smile back and say, you know what I'm saying? There's too much hate when it comes to women nowadays. Do we hate our women, gentlemen?
Do we?
Do we love?
Do we hate our women, gentlemen?
It's a song that you point to the lady you love, to the lady you care about. And this song is up for you right quick. Listen. There go my baby. Look at how that's my baby girl. Like, there she go.
There she go.
I'm gonna create a dance for it.
There she go. There go my baby girl. That's my baby girl. Like.
All right, that's it.
I want
Go ahead and perform it live.
go contain myself. That's all you get for free, ladies and gentlemen. See. Oh wait, no, it ain't. But yeah, I guess that's the one I would go with.
Baby girl.
Yep. Moving on.
You wouldn't even call me that though.
Right. What I do call you?
Bae.
There you go. Oh, nigga.
Boo, that's not even original. Oh. I'll read this one. Act out a steamy role play suggestion your partner makes up on the spot. I got one.
What?
Oh, I was gonna be really, really, really like weird, but that's gonna sound so bad. So I'm gonna save that for off camera because it's funny, but it's a joke. Teacher and student, babe.
Do I gotta do this?
Yeah, I told you gonna have to do some dares.
What is my role?
The student,
Okay.
no, the teacher.
Nope.
No, I want
Alright,
you to be the
just said-
teacher
You do. Why I gotta be the teacher?
because you can teach me some things.
I don't want to do this. All right. How are we gonna do this?
Okay, hold on. Of all things, I'm gonna sing that stuff. Okay.
Man, on everything I had shit to do with it.
You gotta say action.
Action.
Professor,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm failing. I'm failing really badly. And I need to get into law school. I'm only failing your class.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that you.
You're the
failed
one
my
that
class.
emailed me about this damn failing.
Yeah, I mean, I expected better of you, and it seems like you've been struggling.
Is there any extra credit or volunteer hours?
No, I don't think it's any extra credit, but it is something you could do.
What?
How bad do you want this A?
Badly.
Well, in order for you to get this A, you gotta suck my D.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Now I just got very, very uncomfortable.
Hey, stop it.
All right.
We done.
No volunteer
we
hours or
done.
nothing?
We done.
Okay, I said volunteer hours. He
We're
said that.
done. We're done.
There goes my baby girl.
Yeah. All right, babe.
There she go.
Where can they
There
find
she go.
you?
Wait, no, we ain't done. We gotta do like 3 more.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
There goes my baby girl. I had 40 questions. Come on.
Yeah, I know what. Share your favorite dirty thought about me right now. Titties.
Butt crack.
Next, moving on. Why? Moving on, bro.
You still want donuts?
Yeah, I did. 2
Okay.
more.
If we were a superhero duo, what would our powers be? Oh, what would our powers be, Dave? Ooh. This is exciting. Teleport.
Both of our powers would be there.
You
know what I would think? I would think more on some Fantastic Four shit, because I would be like the stretch guy, and you would disappear.
okay? I like that.
Mr. Fantastic and then Sue Storm.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, because I'm always stretching to get your ass out of shit. By the way, Bria got locked in that car recently.
Oh God, please be quiet about it. What's one thing you secretly find hilarious that I do?
Hey,
I'm getting excited.
this nigga look good, yeah.
That you do. You are very funny though.
I think that a lot of shit I think that you are hilarious for. I think. Oh, here's one thing.
Okay.
You can't pronounce shit. You can't pronounce nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be an attorney because I'm gonna be like
the first way.
addendum.
They be like, what the fuck? Like,
So
what?
it's funny because I was actually an English major.
Like, that's crazy. Like, you can't pronounce it.
Oh
The
my
first
God.
time you say a new word, it's gonna be up.
Yeah.
And it be almost right though.
I never was good at spelling and pronunciation. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
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 I'm very smart though. Don't get it twisted. I just
for
that
sure.
wasn't my thing.
Just a little dyslexia. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get that diagnosed. Okay. With you,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many things that.
We'll just say
Okay.
everything. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's just little things you do sometimes. I'd be like, be funny.
As a cop out, I told you one thing.
I'm thinking, I can't think off the dome.
Nigga, you made the list.
Right. I didn't actually read all the questions though. I think it'd be funny when you go on the phone with Quincy and he'd be roasting him.
Oh,
that should be funny though. And I'd be like, "Pay, don't say that," but will it be funny?
Yeah, man.
And when he'd be roasting me on Quincy.
I'm on the best person in the world.
You're not.
I am.
Ooh, this will be the last one. Read a spicy text out loud that you're
Spicy. Go ahead.
Read a spicy text out loud that you'd send me right now. It gotta be spicy. There your phone. There it go. There we go. Y'all gotta bump that. It's really a banger. Put it on Apple Music.
I want to see, man. I'm gonna text it to you. You got your phone?
Yeah. I gotta read it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You gonna baste that turkey tonight?
Yeah. Because I got a turkey based.
Okay. I guess. My turn.
Hey, if you get that reference, you a goat.
I don't get it.
You ain't gonna get it. But if you get that reference,
Okay.
you goated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where can they find
you gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Where can they find you?
You gotta read it. You gotta
Where
read
can
it.
where can they find you?
You gotta read it. It's part of there.
So Bria sent me. Can you do that swingy thing that I like?
It's on the hips.
Where can they find
Anyway.
on social media?
Anyway, comment down below if you like what I did with the wheel. I might be up to some more stuff.
Put together the wheel. What again?
I'm 24 years old now. Duh.
Right.
Okay, anyways, you can find me on all social medias at literally Bria. Besides Twitter/X, which is Bria Be Ballin', because I do what? Bowling.
You can tell by how she shot that jump shot. She ain't shot a goddamn jump shot.
Look.
That motherfucker said.
They zoom in.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be your thumbnail picture right there. Yep. All right,
that's it.
You can find me at MindMaster Chris on everything, including Twitter. And I be tweeting my ass off as of lately.
Mister, I don't like Twitter.
I don't like Twitter, but I like a place where I can put out like snippets of like words. I like that.
Okay.
Oh, and also shout out the blog, mindmastersmedia.org, because the blog is going crazy. I actually have people help me out with the blog. Shout out Lil Pat. His article is going to drop very, very soon. It would have been dropped, but nigga was on vacation. I'm sorry, bro, if you see this. Yeah. Make sure you check us out at Out the Blue.
Check us out.
OutTheBluePodcast.com for everything that you can find regarding your favorite couple out here. As you can see, www.OutTheBluePodcast.com. And make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube. And also, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I've been very intrigued with Streaming University. Shout out to Kai and everybody that was involved with that.
Did it get shut down?
No, this is the last day.
So it was only 3 days?
Yeah, it was only 3 days. It was only a weekend.
Okay.
You thought it was like
they're gonna have different people, I
don't know. This was the first one. So I've been kicking around the idea of us doing a live show once a month for the show.
Okay.
But it'll basically be like what we're doing now, but live. And people
coming at to you live.
And people from Twitch, people can comment and join the conversation and so.
Okay.
I've been thinking about that, and myself personally, I got some cool stuff that I've been working on and losing sleep over.
You ain't been losing sleep.
I have been losing sleep. Getting up at 5.
Yeah. Oh, good things are coming.
Yeah.
Don't say anything because you don't want to ruin it. And people don't be praying for you like you think they do.
Exactly.
But great things are coming.
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. Thank you. Working on some stuff, and it's working out, man. So, you'll see a lot more of your boy and Zabria. And everybody, very, very
I'm just
soon.
here so I don't get, how they say, I'm just here so I don't get fired.
Yeah. Marshawn Lynch. You know what Marshawn Lynch is?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Marshawn Lynch?
I don't know.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.